Hey guys, it's John from Total Brohammer here. Today I have quite the treat for you. Not only do we have Hell Blaster volley guns being showcased today, but we are having a gameplay replay sent in by the one, the only, the Gobbo King. So I had Gobbo King was streaming, so I hopped on there and asked my Sensei, the Gobbo King, to teach me the ways of the Gobbos, but as the Empire. And so it was that he did. So this was put from one of his streams, so if y'all saw that, some of y'all may have seen this battle here. And he said if he won as the Empire, I'd have to cast it. So here we are. I am not only going to cast this game, but I'm going to try out the build myself a few times, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so what is that build? So Gobbo's ingenious Empire build here was actually 2 Pistoliers, which are honestly terrible in this matchup because everything in the Dark Elf roster is either heavily armored, like these Cold One Dread Knights that he's shooting at with 120 armor, or has silver shields. But, yeah, these guys are not a very good choice. Gobbo was doing a little bit of trolling, but we'll see how he does. Besides that, he also has 4 Spirit Mover shields spread out across the front line, as well as 2 great swords, a Fire Mage here with piercing bolts of burning, as well as cascading Fire Cloak, and 4 Empire Knights. Now, Empire Knights are really cheap, but for something so cheap, you get 48... I mean, they don't have great stats, but for 850, something with 110 armor and a bronze shield is pretty good. So he's got 4 of those, 2 of them over here, 2 of them over here. He's got that Hell Blaster volley gun, and he's keeping 1 of his Spearman shields back here. He's also got Zaboris Zatoldbringer, and yeah, so we'll see how he does. As for his opponent, as you can see, he went very elite here with some Cold One Dread Knights. He's got a Dreadlord with sword and shield there, 2 Blackguard and Nagarond, 3 Harkness Executioners, and 2 Shades with triple silver chevrons. So that's level 6. His opponent also has some Dark Riders with shields in each corner here. So pretty interesting. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, wrong button. Alright, let's just see the way of the Gobbo as the Empire. So Gobbo's going to see some shades here. He's going to do a little quick dodging and get the heck out of dodge. He's going to be teeing off on these Blackguard and Nagron with the Hell Blaster volley gun. As you see, we're getting some pretty good shots right here. He's going to do a little charge in there, realize those are Blackguard and Nagron, and then pull out. Over here, the Dread One Knights are coming to tee up against these spears and great swords. He's going to throw his Pistoliers into these shades just to get them to stop firing, because these guys can cause an insane amount of damage very fast. As you can see, he's just going to be pulling back and delaying fights, letting his Hell Blaster volley gun get as much damage as it can. Unfortunately, he's not going to get any good shots over here because that Hell Blaster volley gun is going to lose line of sight. And now his opponent made the mistake of sending 2 high tier units, having them clump up on 1 low tier unit. So he's going to move in with his great swords here and try to get behind them. These Cold One Dread Knights do get a charge on these Empire Knights, but it wasn't a good charge, so the Empire Knights actually take barely any damage. And now with the Cold One Dread Knights being surrounded, bad things are happening. Over here, the Empire Knights are charging into these shades and did a lot of good damage on here. As you see, the Pistoliers that engaged with the shades got absolutely wrecked. But these Pistoliers are actually shooting in them, and these guys, I take back what I said. These guys actually only have 30 armor, so if he's shooting at anybody, that's the guys he wants to shoot at. But anyway, the sandwiching of these Empire Knights are doing a really great job, and cycle charging is absolutely wrecking the enemy here. As you can see, Carl Franz and the Cold One Knight and the Empire Knights, are doing cycle charging on the Blackguard and Nagarond and the Harkness Executioners. As he's coming in here and absolutely destroying this group of Harkness Executioner with 3 units of Empire Knights. The Harkness Executioners wisely disengaged and chased after the Empire Knights. Carl Franz is going to get a move on. The Dark Riders actually came back here and hit his Hell Blaster volley gun, and one went after his Mage of Bright Magic there. As you can see, we're going to have another piercing bolts of burning here. A little bit of friendly fire there, but mostly damaging these Blackguard and Nagron and doing a really good job at that. So seeing that his Mage is in trouble, Gobbo's going to show off his 6 strats here and go save the his Fire Mage with Boris Todbringer. Bringing back some great swords here, and these Knights are just lining up, ready to do some charges here. Making sure he's done a really good job, by the way, of making sure these shades cannot fire the entire game. The trolling Pistoliers are just getting some shots in the side, and then massive charges all along the line, absolutely destroying these Hargneth Executioners and these Shades. Just all over the place. The Empire Knights actually performing really well. And you know what? Even these Pistoliers aren't doing too bad, considering what they're up against. Now, Boris is going to come down here and try to tear out these guys off. It is hard to do since they have a plus 15 leadership because of the Murderous Prowess. Gonna come in here with a rear charge on with these Dark Rider's shields, but looks like the Great Swords are going to be able to hold off. He tried to cast another Piercing Bolt of Burning, but these Dark Riders here actually stunned the Bright Wizard and stopped him. But Boris is able to terrify them off. So here comes Malekith, who is actually, sorry, the Dreadlord, who's actually in really good health. But over here you can see that the Empire cycle charging is just absolutely destroying the enemy. And at this point, the Dark Elf army is actually going to start routing, so pretty crazy there. He's dropping another Piercing Bolt of Burning. Got a little bit too much friendly fire, if you ask me, but it worked out for him. It worked out for him. So we're going to go ahead and load another replay. Let's see what I learned from Gobbo here. So we're going to try it out ourselves. A little bit different, a little bit more competitive. Instead of the Pistoliers, we're going to bring the Silver Bullets here, as well as a Swordsman. And this time we'll actually be facing off against the High Elf. So as you can see, I have a similar position here. And my enemy is actually going to be really cautious here. So let's see what happens. Over here you can see I have the Hellblaster Volley Gun. Every time I try to get in range, he's actually going to pull back and not let me get shots. But this isn't a good strategy, guys, because if you keep on pulling back against like this artillery, eventually you're going to get cornered into the map. Eventually we're going to hit you. And I can't win this battle without having my Hellblaster do some really good work. So I don't know what my opponent is doing here. What he really needs to do is just advance and break through here. As you see, I'm just surrounding my opponent with the Empire Knights. Everywhere his eagle goes, I'm going to pull my Knights back and have Boris go. Not doing too great with the... Oh my gosh, Battle Potato, stop it. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to come in here with some cycle charging all across his anti-armor infantry here and just pull it directly out again. He does get onto my Empire Knights with this Noble, but he's not going to do too well as the Noble doesn't actually do armor piercing damage, which you would think a Eagle does. He gets a nice flock of Dune over here, and I'm finally going to engage with my swordsman here. But as you can see, the Hellblaster Volley Gun is absolutely wrecking the Swordmaster of Hoeth. Since their martial prowess has gone off, I'm going to go ahead and start shooting at these Swordmasters of Hoeth to get their martial prowess to come off too. And as you can see, one more volley and there it's gone. So once I get a unit's martial prowess off, I'm going to start concentrating on another unit as soon as I notice that it's gone. So as you can see, the Swordmasters of Hoeth absolutely wrecked before even doing anything really good. My opponent here does come around behind me with some Illyrian Reavers and gets a nice rear charge here, but the Empire Knights aren't going to do too bad since it's just the fact that they're so cheap and have such heavy armor actually makes them pretty good. So the Swordmasters of Hoeth have gotten absolutely destroyed. We're going to have some Spearmen intercept them here. They're actually going to retreat, running cycle charges all over the place, seeing that I had these Empire Knights kept on getting stuck on this Noble. I'm actually going to get them off them and have them go over into these archers over here. And that's going to be a victory for me. So that Hellblaster Volley Gun. So let's actually go look at a third game, which I tried something a little bit different. As you can see, he's got a wider High Elf army here, and I got gold chevron spearmen with shields here instead of an extra swordsman. We'll see how this one goes too. And I thought this one was pretty good as well. But you know, Gobbo Sensei is wise. His years would deceive you. He is wise beyond his years. Oh, Gobbo Sensei, teach me the way to go as the Empire. Alright, so this battle is pretty crazy and we're getting kicked off pretty fast here. And over here behind me, he had deployed actually 3 Illyrian Reaver archers. So melee defense 34, 32, 34. They actually have better stats than my Empire Knights. However, they don't have good armor piercing, and the Empire Knights have that armor and those bronze shields. So I'm actually just going to kind of ward all these guys away with my Empire Knights. Now, if he split up and actually surrounded my Empire Knights, he would probably be able to beat them pretty fast. Over here in the front line, having nothing better to shoot at right now, I'm actually going to start shooting at the Spearmen, because I know I can get some collateral on these archers, but I'm going to start shooting at the White Lines of Trace pretty soon here. As you can see, I run my, foolishly, Gobbo did not teach me this. I run my Empire Knights in front of my Hellblaster volley guns, and as a couple of them get absolutely decimated, which I can say, this is awesome. An awesome pick, though. I'm going to pull them out of the way, because I'm like, oh fuck. So, I got these gold chevron Spearmen. 56 melee defense, so especially against things like Spearmen and White Lines of Trace who don't cut through things fast, they will hold a long time. I got 2 great swords again, as well as the silver bullets. I do make a huge mistake here and bring the silver bullets up. That is definitely not what I want to do here. I need to keep these guys back out of range of these archers, and you'll see I will pay for that pretty fast. So Hellblaster volley gun, going ahead and shooting at the White Lines of Trace. Bringing Boris back here. Bringing my silver bullets back. I'm trying to bring my silver bullets back and then Boris in range of the silver bullets so they can help him out here. And we're doing decent. Unfortunately for me, the Hellblaster volley gun only seems to shoot at the edges of formations. Gonna run into these guys over here and have my great swords go on these White Lines of Trace. Gonna try to get a dragon breath there, but looks like mostly a whiff. Knocked a lot of my guys over at the very least. We're gonna have a piercing bolts of burning right there. Look at that damage! Insane, insane. Here come the Empire Knights. These guys are still warding these guys off. And we're going to get a good charge in right here. Oh, look at that charge porn. He's going to drop in his dragon, but I'm going to go ahead and pull out here. I kind of should have pulled straight through to the back line right now. Seeing that my front line is engaged with all his melee troops, I'm going to actually start shooting at the archers. I probably should have been shooting at the dragon. Cycle charging all across the Rhine here with my Empire Knights. But you can see the lowly great swords can't even stand up against the lowly White Lines of Trace. They are outnumbered though, so seeing this hole here, I'm going to go ahead and charge through and get in on his archers. I gotta say that was a weak as shit charge, but this second group is kind of making up for it a little bit. We're just going to charge around back here. So he is actually winning the left flank with these great swords being pushed off, but we did take care of those Law of the Sea Guard, and as you see, these spearmen are just holding, and with all the Empire Knights, man, that's... Seeing all these Empire Knights, look at all the Knights just all across the line. It's like the Battle of Pelennor Field's Hill. I got another piercing bolt of burning going down right here. Let's get a nice cinematic shot of this. Oh yeah, there goes the FPS, but worth. And the Empire Knights are in the background. Over in the back, as you can see, I was like, I'm just going to have these guys keep on chasing. He needs to just turn around and surround and melee. But the fact that he keeps on running is not doing him any favors. So those archers almost killed my silver bullets really fast, and I have them aiming at the dragon, and although they have a great line of sight, okay, they are firing, good. I was about to bitch about the line of sight bug again. Y'all know I hate it. Keep on doing cycle charging with my Empire Knights over here. As you see, I'm breaking through the front line. I was particularly happy with this game because, man, it just looks so cool, all these knights. So yeah, guys, I'm actually starting to think that Empire Knights, going like 4 of them, isn't that bad, really. So, maybe Gobbo was kind of onto something when he was just memeing. Alright, so we're going to come down here, hoping to get some fear and terror, but these guys' leadership is absolutely fantastic. Although, with that one charge, they are down to half leadership. But we're going to keep on cycle charging and have my great swords who have regrouped come back in to fight these White Lines of Trace. I see a big blob around my lord here, so I'm going to go ahead and get nice piercing bolts of burning. Using my space, I can see that there's not too many friendlies around, so yeah, that's some really honestly good damage. That spell does so much damage. As you can see, he finally gets all his Leer and Reavers in here, but I'm going to charge him with my Empire Knights. And despite them being better, stat-wise, the armor is just too much for the Leer and Reavers to deal with. So over here, the Walmart Dragon, the Sun Dragon, is still being shot up by the Silver Bullets. And I'm surprised they're actually able to shoot through all these horses and everything. For once, it's working. That's how it should be. You should be able to shoot over things into larger things. But seeing that it's just a Walmart Dragon, whose stats are still way better than Boris, I'm going to give Boris a Cascading Fire Cloak, and with the support of the Silver Bullets, he's absolutely going to wreck these. This flying monster over here, the Dragon. So yeah, we learnt what we had to learn from Gobbo Sensei here. 67 kills, 43, 81, 26. These Empire Knights actually did fantastic. Even got chevrons on 2 of them. Greatswords actually did pretty good, and guys, you gotta give it to these spearmen. They held for fucking ever. It was pretty fantastic. And the Hellblaster Volley Gun, it was much better against the elite infantry, but it did okay. It did okay. But anyway, that's gonna be all for this one, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Great shout out to the Gobbo King. Go check out his channel if you're actually watching my video and not subscribed to his, which I very much doubt. But yeah, I'll see you on the next one. John Todd for Total Brohammer, out.